welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me today. For today's video, I have a everyday spring summer makeup routine. This is the look that I go to. If you guys have been watching my videos recently, this is a look that I have been doing very often recently, and pretty much all of my videos are wearing makeup. I think it's really easy. It's really simple. I don't wear any lashes. I don't wear lashes as much as I used to anymore. So this is just a natural lash, quick, easy routine. It's really glowy, really easy to recreate, and I hope you guys love it. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you are already here, make sure that you have on my post notifications by clicking that little bell, because it notifies you every time that I upload so that you don't miss a video from your girl. So I upload every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, so if you want to join up and be a part of the fam, I would appreciate it so much. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I don't have any announcements or anything, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so getting started, I'm going ahead in with my brows. I feel like it's been a while since I showed you guys my brows on camera, but I'm still using the same products. I am a ride or die for the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It is just my favorite. I have my shade in the shade Dark Brunette. So I just outline the bottom of my brow, and then I go ahead in and fill in pretty much just the shape of my natural brow. I don't really like overdraw it or go crazy or anything. I just pretty much follow my natural brow shape with both of my brows, and everybody knows you always have one better brow, so that's always gonna happen. And then I go ahead in with the Maybelline Brow Drama palette, and I just go ahead and fill in any sparse areas that I may see. Sometimes the pencil can leave your brows a little bit too feathery for me. I do just like my brows to be thick and in charge, you know, on my face, because I feel like I have a big forehead, so it balances it out. You know what I mean? So to carve out my brows for today, I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium. I'm also using this as my eyeshadow base, so I'm just going ahead straight out of the tube and just underlining my brows. This really makes the arch look really nice, and it also just sets your brows like in place, and it makes your eyeshadow stay if you set it with a powder, so I don't feel the need for an eye primer when I have my concealer. And I always carve out my brows because I just feel like it really just makes them super duper clean and nice, especially if you haven't gotten to the eyebrow girl in a little bit, you know what I mean? So I just go ahead and blend that out using this cute little mini beauty blender that my best friend Nicole got me, and I go ahead and blend that out like so, making sure not to mess up the hard work of my brows. Going in for this look, I am using the Soft Glam palette. I have been loving this palette. It is the perfect soft glam palette. So I'm going ahead in with the shade Tempera from the palette and just setting that concealer that I put down so that we don't have any creasing throughout the day. Now I'm going in with the shade Orange Soda, and I think Raw Sienna. Yeah, I'm just blending that into my crease. I know I usually do use my bronzer as a transition shade, but I've been really liking a more orangey copper crease instead of like a super warm tone. I think that it is so pretty for spring and summer, and especially with a tan, orange eyeshadow is one of my favorite looks. So I go ahead and blend that in with a blending brush on both of my eyes. I'm kind of messy with this. I just really like the way that it looks when it's really super blown out, but it's all personal preference. So now I'm going into this shade right here. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I will have all of the products listed down below. I went ahead and sprayed my brush, and I'm just applying that to like the inner 2/3 of my lid because I am going in with a darker color on the outer corner. Sometimes I put this all over the lid and I don't add a darker color to the corner if I'm doing like a really easy light look. That is a look that I do wear very often, but I wanted to show you guys like my really like going out, like what I do regularly for my everyday spring makeup routine. So now I'm going into the shade Mulberry, which is the darker shade that I was just talking about, and I put that on the outer corner and I kind of make it into a V shape. I feel like this really elongates my eyes and makes it really, really beautiful and flirty and really, really cute. So I'm just using the same brush that I used in the crease and just blending that out on the outer corners of my eye. And like I said in the beginning, for this look I don't really wear lashes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I've been trying to give my eyelashes a little bit of a break, so I'm just applying 2 mascaras, which are the L'Oreal Lash Paradise as well as the Maybelline The Falsies. I can't put either of these mascaras down, like one just complements the other so well, and if I use one and don't use the other, I definitely see a difference. So I'm just layering those two, starting with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and then using the Maybelline on top. It really separates my lashes, makes them super duper long, super duper pretty. It makes it honestly look like I have false lashes. I do curl my lashes just to give them a little bit more of an oomph, and that I feel like this is just as good as false lashes. For a lash lover, that says a lot too. So I'm just letting you guys know. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. I really take my time with the mascara when I'm not wearing lashes because I love big, fluffy, flirty lashes. So that is something that I definitely do take my time on when it comes to my spring makeup look, because I want them to look bam in your face, especially with the eyeshadow and everything like that. So once the eyes are done for now, we are going ahead onto the face, and I'm using this Kokie Professional So Matte Primer. For the spring and summer, my skin gets a lot more oily, so I definitely like to have a mattifying primer on my skin. My skin has been getting more dry, like I have said in previous videos, but for the spring and summer, I sweat, I have a lot of oil on my face, so a mattifying primer is the way to go for your girl. So I also love to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water just because it just makes my skin so smooth and it preps my skin for foundation. For today, I'm going in with 2 foundations. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This foundation does include SPF, which I really like for the spring and summer because you're going to be outside in the sun more, out with your friends, out just doing everything that you want to be doing because it's not cold anymore. So I'm just blending this on my face, and then I'm also going to be taking the number 7 Airbrush Away foundation because the Healthy Foundation is really, really nice, but sometimes it can oxidize on me and turn a little orange, and this one is way too gray for me. So I do like using them both. It gives me a little bit more fuller coverage. I don't know what it is. I've just been loving full coverage foundation lately, guys. So I just go ahead and blend that in with my L'Oreal sponge. And as you guys can see, it kind of just gives me a perfect color because the Airbrush Away by number 7 is way, way, way too ashy for me. And the Healthy Foundation I found does oxidize a lot on me. So these two mixed together are a match made in heaven, and they give me such a flawless finish. So moving on to concealer, I'm using the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Medium Warm. I'm applying this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, on my forehead, and I'm just blending that out. But this concealer is really, really amazing because it's super full coverage, but it's super lightweight, so you don't feel like you have a ton of stuff under your eyes. I hate when concealer feels like it's like almost built up under your eyes. That's the worst feeling in the world, and we don't want that for spring and summer. I know this is a lot of makeup for spring and summer, but I do go ahead and bake in a little bit, so that just sets everything in. And I feel like this highlighting and eventual contour just really makes the look. I love the way that it makes my face look, and it's just my preference. You guys definitely don't have to use this much makeup like I said, but I'm going ahead and blending that out once again with my L'Oreal sponge. I love this sponge so much, guys. It's just so good. I love it more than the Beauty Blender, and it's like it's less than half the price. It's like $7 at Walmart. So like I said, I'm going ahead and blending that in, and to set all that, I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This has been my ride or die recently, guys. Like, it is so good. I absolutely love this. My camera cut out, so I only put that little clip in, but in a second, you guys will be able to see that I just set all of the areas of concealer with that powder, and with the rest of my face I'm using the Maybelline Dream Wonder powder and setting the rest of my face just so that I can apply my bronzer and highlight and everything and nothing will skip. I find that this step is really, really crucial in my routine to make everything look super blended. So now moving on to contouring, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. And I'm going in and creating my cheekbones. You know, your girl has a chubby face or whatever, so she got to make her cheekbones every day. So I'm just going ahead and carving out my cheekbones. I'm not like contouring. I'm pretty much just bronzing up my face. I'm not a big contourer, and this shade is a lot warmer than a lot of other bronzers that I have seen. So I'm just applying that on my cheekbones as well as on my big old forehead, because we gotta contour that too, my girls. So just going ahead and doing that with this Real Techniques brush. And to cut my contour or carve out my contour, I'm using the Coty Airspun powder again, and just on the same sponge I used to set my concealer, I'm just going ahead under that contour just to make my cheekbones really, really pop. I love doing this recently. I'm going ahead and dusting all that bake away so that our skin is revealed and everything is super snatched, super set. You're not going anywhere. So I love this method, and I feel like it really just makes my face look so bomb. So now that all of the powder is dusted away, we're going to go head in with the highlight. I used a mixture of Eclipse and Lyra from the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the Aurora one. I picked this up and I absolutely love it. Anastasia highlights are top 5, guys. Top 5. So I'm just blending that on my cheekbones and then around my brow in kind of a C motion just to highlight. And I got so many compliments on this highlight, so go get you some, girl. Now going back to the eyes, I'm going ahead in with that Mulberry shade once again, and just blending that on a pencil brush on the outer corner of my eye. I love doing this. It really completes the look, and I love having eyeshadow on my lower lash line because I feel like without it your look looks a little incomplete. So this just rounds everything out and completes the look, and I love it. And then to highlight my inner corner, I'm going back in with that shade. I think it's like Glitzen or something. I'm not sure, but I will have it listed down below. It's the same color that we used on the lid, and I'm just blending that on my inner corner to make me look alive and happy to be here. Moving on to the lips, I'm going ahead in with my favorite lip liner, and actually my only lip liner. I have one for my room and one for my purse. This is the Wet n Wild Bear to Comment lip liner. I absolutely love it. It's like $3 at Walmart. You can't beat it. It's so good. It's not drying, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going ahead and lining my lips and filling them in. Now for this look, my lip color changes constantly. Sometimes I just wear a gloss, sometimes I wear a liquid lip. It depends on the day. But for this look, I'm going in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. And I'm just blending that on my lips on top of that lip liner so that everything stays in place. So I'm going ahead doing that, and then to set and lock everything in, I'm using my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I love this spray for the spring and summer because it really does lock in your makeup. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I will talk to you in my next one very soon. Love you, girls. Bye.